everybody. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day today. It's been a few days. We finished off the week with VBS, and then the kids brought home a wonderful gift that just keeps on giving, and that is sickness. I am just starting to get sick, and the kids are also kind of sort of just starting. We finished VBS on Friday, so they're complaining about sore throats, as am I. So that's just a wonderful gift that they had to share. Yeah, so as of now, I can still smell and taste, so I think it's just a cold. But yeah, so anyways, I wanted to just come on and just kind of talk a little bit about what we are seeing across the globe right now and the stuff that's happening on the Temple Mount. And I posted how the other day how the Jews over there are claiming that they have the Temple Mount is in their hands now. And I don't know if that's them speculating, or if the new Prime Minister Bennett has in fact given them charge over the Temple Mount. I don't know why they would say that they have the Temple Mount is in their hands again if they haven't done anything about it. Excuse me. And I read how Prime Minister Bennett but he gave them the right to pray and to Torah read on the Temple Mount site. So they have actually been praying and weeping and just, they're ascending the Temple Mount and they're reading the Torah and stuff. And, back when Netanyahu was in Prime Minister office, I remember reading many times, kind of towards the end there, which I kind of suspected, but I didn't really think too much about it, but how they were saying how the rabbis have for years been after Netanyahu to help them to be able to sacrifice and to be able to ascend onto the Temple Mount and to be able to pray and all of that stuff. And it was almost as if it would go in one ear and out the other, or he would say with his mouth, okay, I'll try, and then he just never would do anything about it. Because now we have a new they have a new Prime Minister there, and he's only been in less than a month at the most, and he's already telling the Jews that they're allowed to go up there. He's already doing something about it after they've been trying for years to do it. So I find it quite interesting that today on the Tish B'Av that there's they're remembering the destruction of the temple. I think that's what it means. And so I don't know, I found that quite interesting. And then the Muslims there, they are wanting rage against the Jews for praying on that site, and so they're going to wage war against the Jews for having that site. But Bennett has said, just the other day, he said that he wants all religions to be able to worship there together. So we can see the setup right there for the Antichrist, whether it's him or not, I don't know. But we can see the stage set up because that's what the Pope wants to do. He wants all religions to form into one, basically, so all religions can worship at the same location. And we're starting to see that tension kind of build up, and and I must say that when I saw the picture of the Jews up there on the Temple Mount praying and just weeping, it kind of brought a tear to my eye, because I know that they need Jesus. they have rejected the true Jesus of the Bible, and they reject him as the Messiah. But at the same time, it's like, that's their spot, and that's where the temple was, and that's where it's going to be. And I think in future form that's the place that Jesus is going to sit, in that temple. And that's where we're going to be too. So I can kind of see where they feel like, gosh, they have their land back. And you have to look at it in future tense. And it's heartwarming to see, and I just pray for the Jews. I pray that they will receive the true Messiah, the true Jesus of the Bible, and not their false Messiah. That they are going to believe that, when he walks into the temple, that is very shortly going to be built, by the way. They believe that since this Temple Mount is, in their hands, that the temple can be built now. They can start construction over it. So it's going to be interesting, the war there in Israel. This is where it's going to start. And, Bennett, he wants peace. He wants, all religions to say, peace and harmony. And, he wants the Jews and the Muslims to pray and have their time together and be able to coexist with each other. So it's interesting times, guys. And we as believers, we're known as the bride of Christ. And I've said this before on comments on other people's channels, but we are the bride of Christ. And I feel like, we know what the word says, and we know that the truth is that we are going to be raptured pre-trib. And I'm not going to get into that right now. I've gotten into it before, but I'm not going to go into too much detail about it right now. But the pre-tribulation rapture is biblical, and that is, whether you want it to be or not, it is biblical, and I'm not going to argue about it. So don't try to convince me in my comment section, because I know what the truth is, and the truth is biblical, and it is pre-trib rapture. But the things that are happening just with the evil intentions and the wickedness that's going on globally, and the things that they are trying to invent that are wicked, and they eat, breathe, and sleep wickedness. The Bible says that he wants a spotless bride. And I think that if we aren't out of here soon, if Jesus doesn't come for us soon, that we are going to be not be that spotless bride. I think it's almost as if we are going to be thrown into the mix of all of this nonsense. And I kind of see it as like a mosh pit. If you don't know what a mosh pit is, you just Google it. It's craziness. But I just see it like we're right in the center of the mosh pit, and all of this wickedness is what's going on around and pushing up against the bride. And if Jesus doesn't rapture us soon, we're going to be destroyed. And we know that the Bible doesn't say that his church is destroyed. The Bible doesn't say that his people are going to be in the tribulation. It says that we are going to be spared from his wrath. He is coming before the tribulation begins, and he wants a spotless bride. So that means that he has to come before it gets much worse. I don't know when or how long. I pray it's today. I pray it's soon. I want to go home. I'm so ready to go home. I pray it's this year sometime. But like I said, we have got to be out of here soon. This wickedness that's going on, and the persecution against Christians everywhere, and the burning of churches, and the ways that they're being wicked to God's children, just little children, not necessarily adult God's children, just babies and infants, and the things that they're doing and trying to inject in us, and trying to change our bodies and the way that God has created us, and the things that people try to do, trying to, like I posted that video the other day, men trying to breastfeed the babies, knowing full well that they don't have the capability of nursing a child. That is because God gives women the ability to nurse and to have babies, not men, and that's like that for a reason. But the way that humanity is now, they're going to invent ways to do it. They're going to find a way to change God's creation, and that is prime example of the satanic code. And that's what Satan wants to do, is to change everything of God's creation to be of his creation. And sadly, the people that are left behind, some are gonna realize what they've missed. Some people are going to realize that they've missed the rapture. Some people are going to realize that everything that Christians have been saying is true. And my personal view is that I think everybody in this entire world, unless you're a child, has heard the name of Jesus Christ. Everybody knows. You're without excuse. Somebody has tried to tell you. God has shown you in a dream. He's shown up at your door. I mean, whatever he has to do, he's going to show up for you. And you have Muslims that are seeing the face of Jesus. You're seeing Muslims in jail cells that are having Jesus encounters and coming to Christ and stuff. And everybody has heard the name of Christ. So if they get left behind, then it's of their own doing. It is not anybody else's fault but their own. But a lot of these people are going to believe the ultimate lie that whatever happens, I don't know if it's going to be an alien abduction, or the unjabbed, got abducted because the aliens knew that, our planet was, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm trying to think like these people, and I can't do it because I'm not like them, common sense wise. But that's kind of what it seems like it's going to be, because they're blaming the unjabbed people for this new virus that's coming out, and it's our fault that this is happening. And so I could see how, and they're kind of throwing in the aliens too, and I could see how they would say, well, the aliens took out the unjabbed because they knew that our planet was being destroyed by them, and it just so happens that it's believers too. So I don't know. People are weird. People believe some strange things. Anyways, yeah, that's basically what I had for you guys today. I've been thinking about that for the last few days. I've been wanting to come on here the last few days, and I haven't been able to have a chance to myself to be able to make a video. So I'm here today. I just wanted to talk with you guys and just say hey and what's up, and just share my thoughts on being the spotless bride, and to be encouraged, see the things that are going on globally, yes, and be sad for the people that are lost, be sad for the people that are, being murdered, or, being hurt by the devastation or whatever. Absolutely, because, you have to think, well, did they die knowing Christ? Because it's sad if they don't, But at the same time, be encouraged to know that, there's a tipping point, and there's an end to everything, and there's an end to this. There's an end point. It's not going to just keep going on like some people believe. Oh, this has been happening for generations. Oh, this has been happening since the beginning of time. Oh, it's been the end times since Jesus's time, and it's been 2,000 years, and we're still here. Unfortunately, you have people that believe that, and you have people that believe that, oh, everything's going to go back to normal. People are going to get sick and tired of being told what to do. People are going to get tired of wearing the face diaper. People are going to get tired of being told that they have to get certain things to have a job. And it's not going to happen, because people are falling in line. And those people that are, in fact, trying to stand up for themselves and say, no, I don't want it. No, they're being fired. Things are not going back to normal. They are getting worse. And the Bible doesn't say that things are going to get better before his return. I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to have to make it quick. It says that things are going to get worse before his return. And it has to get worse before his return in order for the tribulation to begin. You know what I mean? The tribulation doesn't start when things are just peachy keen like they were in the 50s. I mean, they are going to start when this world is at its very, very tipping point end. And we're there. And, it can't go much longer. It cannot go much further. And, just be encouraged and have hope that Jesus is coming, and keep looking up and keep watching with me. And I will do my best to keep you guys informed on what's happening and my thoughts on the matter. And, just keep watching for Jesus' return, and keep watching Israel as God's timepiece. Just keep your eyes on Israel and whatever is happening there. And if you don't have time, I will try my best to keep you updated. And other than that, guys, I love you. I'm going to let you go because I'm losing my voice. So I'm going to let you go. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.